Adams. Welcome to the Women's Army Corps.
If you hear this, don't give up. No matter what.
From the long-awaited second season of Korean drama Squid Game to a family-friendly addition to the Star Wars universe just in time for the holidays, we're looking at new releases on the small screen in today's show. Dheepthika Laurent is here to take us through it all. Hi, Dheepthi.
Hi, Olivia.
Now, let's start with a new TV film on Netflix from entertainment mogul Tyler Perry.
Yeah, that's right. Tyler Perry, he's really done it all. He's a producer, writer, director, showrunner, actor, mogul, pilot as well.
Wow.
Focusing, really building a career by focusing on Black casts and Black stories. Out on Netflix this month, his new film, The 688, based on the true story of the 6,888th Battalion of the Central Postal Directory during the Second World War. They were the only U.S. battalion of Black women and women of color stationed overseas for the U.S. Army. And they worked to fix a backlog of 17 million pieces of mail that had not been delivered during the Second World War, and they ensured that troops in Europe, stationed in Europe, were delivered their mail, thus contributing enormously to raising morale at a crucial time.
I can imagine.
Their contribution to the war was sadly largely reduced to a historical footnote. The film really seeks to rectify that. It stars Kerry Washington and Oprah Winfrey and Susan Sarandon in smaller roles as well.
Okay, well, some big names there. Well, you actually caught up with Tyler Perry in Paris. Let's hear from him and see a glimpse of the film.
Adams, you and the 688 Battalion are headed to Europe.
Should you open it? The Postal Battalion? They think the only thing we good for is deliver some damn mail.
Would you like to see all the hangars, ma'am?
How many are there?
All of them.
Oh, my God.
I got to say, I was embarrassed because I didn't know it. I don't think a lot of people are even aware that there were 855 Black women in World War II in Europe. When I saw it, I thought, you're kidding me. How do we not know this story? So to have an opportunity for me to tell this story and honor these women has really been a life-altering kind of dream for me.
The soldiers have not heard from their loved ones, and their loved ones have not heard from them. When there is no mail, there is low morale.
I think that it's important, yes, not only in what's happening in America, but just in the lives of people who have been marginalized or misunderstood or downplayed and their abilities and their intelligence. I think it speaks to everyone to lean into and understand that you are as who you are and let nobody tell you any differently. So I do.
688 Battalion! Forward march!
Must admit, I wasn't aware of that Postal Battalion. Dheepthi, you've seen the film. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's very powerful. It's very cinematic. It almost feels wasted to be on the small screen. You feel like you should be watching this in a movie theater somewhere. Great casting. Kerry Washington is absolutely commanding on screen as Major Charity Adams, the woman who's leading this battalion of female soldiers. Ebony Obsidian, she plays Lena Darracott King. She's a private in the battalion, and the film really focuses on her personal story. And she was actually the jumping point for this project. And the real Lena died just this year at the age of 100.
Wow.
It's a story of overcoming incredible adversity. Perry really reiterates the racism and sexism that they face in their impossible tasks. Sometimes it's a little bit exaggerated. The mean characters, if you like, are a little bit exaggerated. In any case, it's a real departure from his usual aesthetic, which is really soapy, long, drawn-out contemporary dramas. But I would say it's one of his better productions of recent times.
Okay, one to watch. Well, now to a hit series that picked up a load of Emmys, including Best Drama, Best Actor. It was a global sensation. I am, of course, talking about the Korean hit drama Squid Game. It's back now for a second season.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most anticipated seasons of the year, coming 3 years after the first season, in which the severely indebted Gi Hun played by the Korean actor Lee Jung-jae, finds himself playing a series of child games or children's games, but obviously with life and death stakes, where there can only be one winner, literally. Now, in the second season, he's back playing the same games. For the moment, we don't know quite yet why he's there.
Sounds horrifying. Well, let's take a look then at season 2 of Squid Game.
엄마. 가만 둬면 다 갖고도 남아.
야, 그럼 여길 왜 다시 들어왔냐? 난 그 게임을 멈추려는 거야. 아직도 모르겠나? 세상이 바뀌지 않는 한 게임은 끝나지 않아. 이 게임을 만든 놈들. 그놈들과 싸워야 합니다.
So, Olivia, the first season was the most watched Netflix show ever. It drew a viewership of 330 million people, and nearly 3 billion hours have been viewed, according to IMDb. That's a lot of TV. And, you know, excitement is at fever pitch. Netflix, as they do, capitalizing on this. The images you see here are a real-life Squid Game held here in Paris on the Champs-Élysées, obviously without the life or death stakes, in early December. Incredible images. These people were chosen at random in a sort of lottery draw to participate in this game. You know, and Netflix really did try and ride that Squid Game wave. You'll remember there was also the rather unforgettable Squid Game reality show, again, without the life or death stakes.
Wow, there's such amazing commitment from the fans. Of course, the second season is under very strict embargo, so we can't reveal any spoilers, but what can you say about it?
Well, what we can say is that Lee Jung-jae reprises his role as Gi Hun. This time he sort of enters the game knowing what's at stake and with a purpose of trying to end this horrifying competition. You know, Squid Game was always a comment on the human condition, our capitalist and individualist society. On that note, the director Hwang Dong-hyuk also joined the chorus of Korean actors and directors calling for Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol to be impeached or ousted after he declared martial law in the country recently.
Okay, well, yeah, politics and culture mixing there a little bit. Well, next to a Star Wars spin-off featuring Jude Law, Skeleton Crew. This is a family-friendly adventure, and it arrives just in time for the holidays.
Absolutely. It follows the adventures of young boy Wim and his elephantine buddy Neil, who live on At-Atin. It's sort of a picture-perfect type of planet. Wim really dreams of being a Jedi, and his rather rule-abiding best friend Neil are about to pass very important career-determining exams for respectable administrative jobs. This is what most people do there. Except he and his friends stumble upon a dilapidated ship which blasts them out of their planet and into the galaxy. Take a look.
What did you do? We're lost. Really lost. Stay together. We just need some directions home.
Come on, kid. Pay up. Whoa.
Where'd you two find an old Republic credit?
Being 7 or 8 and seeing the first Star Wars film in the cinema was a very, not just a, you know, it was a formative memory of what film was and the impact film had on me as a child. So being approached to be in the world, you know, I was, as I said, I was really intrigued to see how this universe is made, how this aesthetic is achieved, and getting round to it, there's this amazing role.
Over here, quick. I'll get you home. We'll make a partnership. But we have to move fast! I need you to take the controls.
Okay. Neil? Neil?
That is a cute elephant. There have been quite a few Star Wars spin-offs over the years. How did you find this one?
Well, look, the thing I find with Star Wars that's problematic is that often you need a lot of back knowledge to kind of follow the series. We've spoken a lot about Star Wars spin-off series in recent years. There was The Acolyte that actually starred Lee Jung-jae from Squid Game, Ahsoka and Andor in previous years, but they really focused on the nostalgia for older viewers. This one is great because it brings a new generation into the Star Wars universe. It's great, good acting, simplified storylines, cozy, comfort watching, kind of a Goonies meets E.T. feel, so there's a bit of nostalgia for the older generation and also a new story for the younger generation.
Sounds fun. Well, finally, a star-studded spy drama starring Keira Knightley and Ben Whishaw. And since it's being released around the holidays, it's a bit Christmas-themed.
It's totally Christmassy, and it's very improbable, a spy drama set at Christmas time where you have, people killing each other and Christmas bells ringing in the background. But that's the kind of tongue-in-cheek tone set in this new series on Netflix. It's called Black Doves, as you said, starring Keira Knightley, who's also an executive producer on the show. She plays Helen Webb, who on the surface is this kind of, perfect doting wife and mother to the British defense minister. In reality, she's an undercover spy, part of a shady organization, sort of spies for hire organization. Now, when her lover is killed, the organization sends her old assassin friend Ben Young, played by Ben Whishaw, to protect her. It's got a bit of everything: suspense, mystery, gore, great musical soundtrack too that sort of heightens that intensity, and even a bit of campy Christmas cheer. Very quirky, if not definitely a fun, if not kind of gruesome watch this Christmas.
Okay, well, that certainly makes a change from Keira Knightley's other Christmas classic, Love Actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for the roundup for this week, Deepthi. We'll leave you with a clip of some of the festive intrigue in Black Doves. Do remember to check in with us on Arts24 next time for more series, cinema, arts and culture. We're on social media too.
You've got a warm heart and blood on your hands. And that's not a good combination.
We'll be all right, won't we? Probably.
I left something up there.
There's a saying about returning to the scene of a crime. Is it a good thing to do or not?
Oh, that was very profound. Thank you.
I was sent here to keep you alive, not drag you into a series of escalating gunfights.
If you try and stop me, I will kill you myself.